Let's forget. Okay, so for those watching, I apologize. I've just forgotten to record and I've now just started recording and I've just gone through and explained what the meditation is, but you'll pick it up while you watch this. But what we're going to be focusing on today is the Hara breath. And the Hara energy center, and another word for it is the sacral. So you've got just so that everybody's aware of where that is just below the navel. So you've got your root, your Hara, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. So we're going to be focusing on the Hara today because it really supports us if we have a mind activation to drop into the body. And the teachings are that the Hara breath is the breath of the soul. So it's as if we're breathing from that just below the navel has a breath of its own. So there's no forcing, no imagination, and if you don't feel it, it doesn't matter. We're feeling. So there's no effort, no trying. We're just becoming aware of what is already there. We're not creating it. Because sometimes with meditations where there's imagination, we're in our mind, and that's taking us away from truth. We're now in a mind matrix. Yeah. Okay. So if everybody just wants to sit, let's get nice and comfortable. So,
Susan, is it okay to lie down or should we be sitting?
you can lie down if you want. My invitation would be try and do it sitting, but if you
Okay.
feel like you want to lie down, that's okay. The commitment is when we get ourselves comfortable, just for this meditation, that we don't move. Because
Mhm.
when the body's nice and still, we can go deeper. And um, without moving the body, and this is an art. Without
Mhm.
moving the body, we can relax it by taking our awareness to where the tension is and using the breath and just softening. And I'm going to guide you through this. And the more you do it, the better you get. Okay. Okay. So if you just get yourself comfortable with your feet on the floor or and imagine when you're sitting, one of the first things with meditation is your position. So it doesn't have to be this perfect position, right? But you want to have your spine straight. And the reason is just for the flow of the energetics. So just with your spine straight, and you can just lift the head a little bit, and it's as if you've got a thread that's just lifting you up slightly from the crown. So you just up slightly, head up, relaxed. And we're just going to relax the shoulders. So the first thing when we meditate, the first thing that's really important is that the body feels comfortable. Yeah. So we're relaxing the shoulders, spine upright, straight spine. So if you are lying down, it's in a shavasana position, or you're sitting up with fine. Joshua, careful not to be leaning back too much. You want a straight spine. Yeah, that's it. Just imagine you've got like a thread that's like holding you up. So you want a nice straight spine for the energetics. And then you can put your hand on your knees or you can have your hands like this, wherever it's comfortable, and just allowing the shoulders to relax. Just softening the shoulders. You might want to close your eyes and very gently just taking your awareness to the breath. Softening the shoulders, softening the face, inviting the jaws to relax, the forehead, and just taking a moment to just scan the body for any tension, making gentle awareness to any tension and softening. And inviting the body to relax. Just taking your awareness to the breath. And softening on the out breath. And noticing where your physical body touches the area that you're either lying on or sitting on. And feeling held by the earth. Feeling that connection to the earth. And then taking your awareness to the breath. And softening. No effort. Just being aware of the natural breath. Softening a little bit more. And we're just here. No effort. We're resting. Resting in the silence. We're noticing any thoughts. We're just allowing them to be there. And just bringing the attention back to the breath. No effort. And softening. We're just here. Now we're going to take our awareness to the Hara energy center. And just becoming aware of the breath of the Hara energy center. No effort. Becoming aware of the breath of the Hara energy center. And softening. Breathing in and out of the Hara energy center. And softening. And just softening a little bit more. No effort. Feeling the breath of the Hara energy center. If you notice any thoughts bubbling up, just being grateful that you've noticed, you're aware, and just coming back to the breath of the Hara energy center. No effort, and softening. softening, surrendering, letting go. Breathing in and out of the Hara energy center. No effort. Softening. Now we're going to bring your awareness from the Hara energy center to the heart. We're going to breathe in and out of the heart energy center. No effort. Softening. Leaning into the silence. If there's any thoughts bubbling up, just bringing your awareness back to the heart center. Breathing in and out of the heart center. No effort. And softening. Relaxing. Surrendering. And letting go of the heart center breath and resting. Softening. Surrendering into the silence. No effort. You're just here. letting go. Softening. Resting. We're feeling any sensations. We notice any thoughts bubbling up. We're just allowing it to be there. Just bringing our attention to the silence, softening, surrendering, no effort. Just being aware of the breath, allowing the breath to be as it is, no effort. Softening, leaning into the silence. And then bringing your awareness back to the hara. Breathing in and out of the hara energy center. No effort. Softening. And letting go of the harder breath and just resting. Being aware of the natural breath. No effort. Softening. Notice any thoughts bubbling up, or any sensations. We're just allowing them to be there. And we're bringing our awareness back to the silence and resting, softening. And we're just here. Softening. Resting in the silence. Surrendering. No effort. Being aware of the natural breath. Allowing and softening. And we're just here. Becoming aware of the natural breath. No effort. Softening. Now taking your awareness to the soles of the feet. Breathing in and out of the soles of the feet. Feeling the connection to the earth. And softening. And you're just here. No effort. Then very gently, you're just going to start to wiggle the toes. Wiggle the fingers. And when you're ready, opening the eyes. Deepen the contact with the breath. Okay. Okay, how was that?
That was lovely.
Mhm.
So I decided to do it sitting up rather than lying down,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
just to experiment because, in real life, you're always like on the go. So you
Mm,
have to learn how to be present, like when you're erect, rather than when you're lying
mm,
down.
yes.
So I felt like it was hard to relax when your spine is erect
Mm,
because,
mm,
and you're sitting because then your muscles are working to kind of keep
mm,
you erect. When you're lying down, everything is more relaxed.
mm,
So I did feel some tension in the back.
mm-hmm.
So I was just breathing
Mm.
into it.
Okay.
And then the other thing was, of course, my mind was going all over the place and I was thinking thoughts.
Mm,
But I loved it when you said that you have to be thankful and say, and show gratitude that you acknowledge that your thoughts are going away. I think that was a very important point because usually when I realize it, I get kind of frustrated and angry with myself. I'm like, oh,
yes.
thinking thoughts again, you know?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think that was helpful to kind of keep the emotions at check and kind of bring more like gratitude into
Yes.
into the fact that I actually even acknowledged it. Yeah, but other than
Mm,
that, I think it was very, very nice,
mm,
refreshing. And I think for
mm,
now, but when meditating, I would go back to lying down, but it was a good practice to kind of do it sitting up just to see how
mm,
it.
mm. Yes. Yes. It's a different experience when you're sitting up.
Yeah.
It's that's right, because what can happen is, we can't stop our thoughts.
Hmm.
It's just data. It's not who you are, it's information. But what
Hmm.
can happen is the thoughts will bubble up, and then we we go out towards the thoughts, and then we start to commentate on them. And it might even be, oh gosh, I'm thinking again. Why am I thinking again? Stop the mind, quiet the mind. And there we are, straight back in the mind.
Hmm.
So, with a compassion, and this is what's really important with any spiritual practice, is self-compassion. So that's why if we bring in the gratitude, we do this all the time. This is how we live most of the time. We're living from our minds, and that's why we're in a matrix, right? So as soon as we acknowledge that with the remembrance, with gratitude, back to the breath and anchor in, because the mind will want the commentator to come on board, and we've got no control over the thoughts, but we can choose silence over the commentator,
Hmm.
and that's the choice. But we have no choice until we're aware, and when we're aware that's what's going on, then there's a choice.
Hmm.
So, with compassion and kindness, because we're not doing anything wrong, and
Hmm.
we can't make the thoughts go away, but we can choose the silence over the thoughts. And it's a practice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool for me. I could feel um, stuff happening at my forehead,
Maybe in your
and
third eye, the
yeah,
energy center.
yeah, and I could see you know not portals, but there would be images of white
Mm,
areas,
Yeah.
and so I decided to. Usually, I just watch them from a distance, right? But I decided to take my awareness there,
mm,
and I felt like I was, when you're in a spaceship and you're going through quite fast and you can see all the
mhm,
little lights. So I
mhm,
started to
mhm,
see that, which was very interesting. And then when you had us come back, it
mm.
was like I was being pushed back again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Leaning
very,
back in,
mhm.
surrendering in. Yes.
Like I was
So
falling back in again.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And
Mhm.
so it sounds like that there was an activation of the
Yeah.
third eye
Mhm.
energetics. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Very nice.
I did feel it in my forehead too, like tingling a lot.
Yes, third eye. Yes. Yes. hmm Because when we start to connect to one energetic system, because there's no separation between any of the energetic systems, it can we can become aware of the other energy centers as well. But when we lean back in, there's a wholeness again. There's a feeling of wholeness because the energy centers all meet.
Yeah. What was interesting was initially I had this clicking noise in my left ear that just wouldn't go away. You know, I tried, clearing my nose, but it was just click, click,
Yes.
click. And then after that happened and I got back, it's gone, like just gone.
Interesting, isn't it? Yes. So what's happening is all these energetics are just coming up into your field of consciousness
Mm-hmm.
because we are awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we're aware of these, and it can be sounds, it can be sensations, it can be thoughts, emotions, but
Mm-hmm.
they come and go, but there's a constant.
Mm-hmm. You know what's just occurred to me, Susan, is that lately I've noticed when I'm meditating in the mornings, I hear birds. And I was thinking, oh, they're here again, like outside, but it's not possible. Like it's so cold.
Right.
It's snowing.
Interesting.
Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think usually the birds are not out in this weather, the little sparrows. They come only when it gets warmer. But it just occurred to me. I heard them now too.
Okay. Yes.
But I don't hear them anymore. So just
Yes.
one. Mm,
So you're going. So this is when we lean into the silence. There's lots of unfolding can happen. So we can hear sounds, we can get visuals, we can sometimes feel pulses. Lots of different phenomena can happen. And the invitation is to keep leaning in, to keep softening, to keep
yeah.
surrendering.
Yeah.
And then we go deeper within. But we're just there's an aliveness we're just here.
Yeah. And birds
Presence.
are of particular significance to me because before my mom passed, that's what we used to watch is a lot of bird documentaries all the time, so I know that's yeah, it's very personal to me when I hear birds.
Nice.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Susan. Really.
Do you feel more grounded in the body?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel I feel just serene.
Yeah. Yeah. Because most of the time we're out in the mind and the emotion. So this is a good practice. If you're sitting in a meditation and you feel quite activated, go back to the Hara breath. And the key is to soften. So like when Dipti said, when you feel all the tension in the body, that's totally normal, right? So we don't need to move the body. We can simply, rest in the silence and soften the breath, soften. But it's without any effort. We're just soften, soften, soften. And the system does start to soften. The body starts to relax.
Joshua, what was your experience like?
First of all, thanks for the guided meditation. was the first experience this
Mm,
kind of meditation. I feel my body more
mm,
in tune with my body,
mm,
and I also see some white light passing by.
mm, mm,
Yeah, and more connected with that chakra. And yeah, that's
mm.
I have a lot of images that's moved and the energy. So it
Mm.
was a nice experience.
Nice.
And a question: this video, where can I look it up? This nice practice.
Yes, I'll be posting it. I'll post it up on the Telegram chat. Well, I won't. I'll get someone else to. I'm not very techy. Yeah, I'll ask the lovely Alicia if she'll post it for us. Mm.
What
Yeah,
are your
nice.
plans now after you're done the coaching?
I'm going to volunteer at a retreat center for a couple of months, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Mm, mm. I'll see how things unfold. Yeah, I have a few ideas. Yeah.
You will be missed,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
About to
but
say.
we know how to track you down.
Exactly. Yes, I'm very happy to be sharing these meditations and practices with you all because I know from my own journey the importance when you're doing an astral projection practice to also have embodiment practices as well to bring us back into the body. The lower chakras are really important and they keep us connected to the earth. And it doesn't have to be long, even just 20 minutes a day, just to connect to the earth. And if any time, during the day you feel a bit activated and, even just taking your awareness to the soles of the feet and breathe as if the breath breathing in and out of the soles of the feet and feeling your connection to the earth, coming back into the body. It's
Mhm.
really important.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the other practice I wanted to support you with is um this is just an energy just to become aware of the energetics around you so that when you're doing astral projection often you can be energetically quite open, and especially after a practice when you wake up in the morning or before you practice. So I usually do this before a practice and then when I wake up in the morning. And we can do it together. It's just connecting with the energy that's already around you. So if you just just close your eyes and just see and feel white light surrounding your body, and then blue light, and then the violet flame coming up from the earth surrounding your body. And that just means that you can be energetically open without any other energy coming in. So it's like maintaining your own energetic field. And you can do this when you're on the astral plane as well. Just
Can you
feeling
repeat it
the
again?
energy. You can do this on the astral field as well.
Yeah,
But so it's just without using your mind or imagination, just feeling. So just with your intention, really, yeah, is you're feeling a white a circle of energy and then a blue circle of energy, and then the violet flame coming up through the earth and around your body. So it's like a circle around your body to the crown.
Can I ask one more question?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I see blue lights, like dots. Do you know what that means?
Just probably just energy.
Energy. Okay.
Yes, yes. Because we are at the core of our being, we are energy. We just appear physical.
Yeah. So sometimes I touch when I go to bed. I touch my bed, and the whole bed what I touch go blue. Like, yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's
Yes, it might
very
just,
freaky if you don't know what's going on.
yeah, it's nothing to worry about. It's, when we start to meditate and we start these practices and we start to be open, we just become aware of the non-physical.
Okay.
And we can, because at the core of our being, we are vibrating energy. And we just appear to take on a physical form.
Yeah.
So when we start to meditate and we start, it's just it's energy that we're seeing, that we're feeling, and energy has different colors, and each chakra point has different colors. And the more you do this, the more you get a sense and a knowing of what it is. But I wouldn't worry too much, and I certainly wouldn't take it to the mind and try and work out what it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks.
yeah, yeah. Just allow it to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so you can use this on the astral plane as well if you're feeling like you want to stabilize. You're feeling a bit like just feel yourself. Or if you're in a place and there's a bit of fear arising, or you're just not too sure about the energy around you, then you can just feel this energy, white energy, light energy coming up all around you. It's light. And that just kind of protects your energy field. Yeah.
Susan, why the color blue and violet?
It's just protective energy colors. So the violet flame is the energetic from the earth.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's
So
a
even if
very
you're not on the earth, though, you can
you can
still,
you can still bring
yeah.
up the violet flame. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can bring up the violet flame, or you can bring up just a white light. Just
Yeah.
feel yourself in a bubble of
Mhm.
white light. Yeah. And often before I practice at night, I'll just have a bubble of light all around me.
Mm. Yeah.
It's good to do that. And then when you wake up in the morning, you can do it. Another thing you can do, and you can do this when you're on the astral plane as well. So you might just want to close your eyes to do this. Just feel omnipresence, divinity, light. You're bathed in the light of omnipresence, divinity. So it's just like a shower of light. You're just leaning into it. So you're invoking omnipresence, divinity, light, and you're just resting and bathing in that light. So what we're doing is we're invoking what's already there. Yeah. And that's a really quick thing. So before you get up in the morning, invoke omnipresence, divinity, light, and just feel yourself just being bathed in this light. And when you're doing the direct method practice as well, when you're doing the sync breathing, if just you can invoke omnipresence, divinity, and just feel yourself surrendering into this light, bathing in this light.
Mhm.
And then it just takes your awareness to the energetics.
Mm. It feels so good too.
Yeah, you can feel it, right?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm in a soothing bath.
Yeah, beautiful. And you can invoke that anytime.
Hmm.
Omnipresence divinity. So when you're stressed out, or if there's a situation at work, Dipti, and it's like you're in between patients, and it's just give your energetics a clearing, just with omnipresence divinity, bathing in omnipresence divinity. Just when you remember.
Mm.
As soon as you remember, do it.
Also
Yeah.
very pretty.
That's very helpful, Susan.
Yeah, it's really good. I used to do it a lot in the hospice,
Hmm.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a few tools that you discussed today is going to be very helpful. And
Yeah.
I'll try
Yeah.
to use that in my like regular earthly
Yeah.
life.
Just
Yeah.
when you remember, because we forget, right? So when you remember.
Mm.
And I feel like how we are in our, as you said, in our current life is going to be how we are in astral projection also, right?
It often it will be a reflection of your belief system. Yeah.
Yeah. And the practices that we use here to kind of ground ourselves, we can use the same ones over there too. So
Absolutely. Yeah. All these tools can be really helpful. So it's good to have it's like a little, imagine those, little medical bags, these little medical
Mhm.
kit. You've got your medical kit with a few different tools,
yeah.
energetic tools. You know,
Stethoscope. Nope.
yeah, just we
Oh,
can
here
just,
you are.
yeah,
Light.
yeah,
Yeah.
here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, invoke omnipresence divinity,
Yeah.
surrender, and it's all there for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay,
Thank you so
wonderful.
much.
Okay,
enjoyed it.
so thank you all for joining. And it was lovely to share with you all. And yes, I will be offering these separate to this program as in the future. So I'll put you on my mailing list and
Please, that would be
send
lovely.
out
That's great.
just some
Yes.
extra tools for you.
Thank you so much. You have just been
And always a
Okay.
pleasure.
Yeah, we've really we're very lucky to have had our paths cross with you. At least I can speak for myself. So
Yes,
thank you.
and vice versa. We're all walking each other home. We all have a role
Yes.
to play.
Yes.
Thank you, was very helpful.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, well, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, whatever the time is where you are.
Thank you,
Lunchtime.
Susan.
Thanks for,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye bye, dears.
Bye.